Alright, now when I was a kid, my mom always said in case of a tornado, you should open a window. Something about equalizing the air pressure. Should we do that? You decide. Choice A, we're going to ignore Mom and keep those windows closed. Choice B, we'll listen to Mom's advice and open the windows just a little bit to be on the safe side.
Oh, Dave.
Alright, and the votes are in. We're going to ignore Mom and close those windows. Sure hope you know what's best. Alright, now it looks like our neighbors need a new set of French doors, so let's help them out. Should the doors open out or swing in toward the interior? Does something like this even really matter? You decide. Choice A, the doors are going to open out. Choice B, the doors are going to open in. And it looks like we're going to have those doors opening out. Alright, now we're not ready for the parade of homes just yet. We lost a lot of landscaping in the storm. So let's try and see if we can replace it with something that might do better. Choice A is a sturdy southern magnolia, while B is a sand pine, a tree that's native to this area. Vote quickly, I don't like how dark those skies are getting. Alright, it looks like we're going with the very handsome sand pine. Don't wish the trees in your neighborhood if you're that fast. Alright, now we have time for one last task before we evacuate. We could A, cover the windows with some heavy-duty duct tape to protect you from flying objects, or B, just leave them and head for the hills. Vote quickly, I believe the storm's back for round 2. Alright, looks like we're going with protection tape. Good luck, everybody! Definitely strong enough to put our choices to the test. So let's see how we did. Since the roof is the part of the home that takes the most beating in severe weather, let's start there. And it looks like our hip roof is still standing. Of the two styles of roof, the hip's aerodynamic shape generally does better in high winds. Now the gable just gives the wind a much larger target to push against. You can make a gable more secure by adding bracing in the attic, but remember if given the choice that it's hip, to pick hip. Even though we lost a fair number of tiles during the storm, either covering would have done a fine job of protecting our roof. The key is how they are attached. Make sure your roofer uses enough nails for shingles and screws for tiles. Shingles held on with too few nails and tiles held on by mortar or glue alone cannot withstand high winds, which means water damage to your house, not to mention the damage flying tile could do to your neighbor's house. And it looks like our roof is still well on the roof thanks to those metal connectors. Nails alone could be great for holding things together. However, high winds create enough force that could pop a nail right out. So metal connectors can withstand those forces. A strong continuous connection from roof to foundation will give your home the strength it needs to withstand high winds. No matter where you live, metal connectors can be an important safeguard against wind damage. And our double doors are standing strong. Good job, everyone. Garage doors are a favorite target for high winds. The larger the flat surface, the harder it is to resist the force. So generally, two smaller doors do better. But no matter what kind of door you have, make a door with a high wind or impact rating. And also you can make one large door more secure by adding bracing on the inside and by checking the nuts and bolts regularly to make sure they're tight. Good job. You didn't listen to that old wives' tale about opening the windows. Opening the windows just gets you all wet. It invites in wind and rain. So you're better off just checking the windows regularly to make sure the frames are nice and tight. And if you're replacing windows like this family, you might want to consider the benefit of an impact-resistant window. Now our neighbors are going to be thanking you when they get home. Doors that open out use the frame as extra muscle against high wind. Doors are often overlooked and can be the weakest point in your home. If a door fails, then you have wind and water inside your house, which does the real damage. So wind and water are some house guests we can certainly do without. Looks like we'll be doing a little more landscaping though. Trees with deep root systems and strong trunks generally do better in high winds. But no matter what you plant, make sure you plant it far enough away from the house so that it doesn't end up in the living room. And also trim those trees regularly because dead and weak branches are the first to come off in a storm. Taping the windows really didn't help. Taping the windows seems like a great idea, but it's really not. High winds create enough force that can turn any small object even into a destructive missile that no amount of duct tape can protect. You're better off spending your time securing possible projectiles like toys, grills, pets, spouses, etc., etc. And if you live in a designated high wind zone, consider the benefit of an impact of getting approved storm shutters. So it's time for our score, and it looks like we got a score of 6. That's a pretty good score. I'd say you're definitely more storm ready than when you arrived. So go ahead and give yourselves a great big round of applause. Great job. Now, whether you're building a new home or making improvements to an existing one, you can always be better prepared for severe weather. The Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, Renaissance Re, Simpson Strong Time, and State Farm are working to ensure the latest information on weatherproofing your home is readily available. You can view their efforts in our Weather Research Center. No matter where you live, you can always be better prepared for severe weather. Visit Weather Safe at your address for tips specific to regions across the United States. On behalf of Flash, the Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, Renaissance Re, Simpson Strong Time, and State Farm, we hope you have a wonderful rest of the night here at Epcot and are better prepared the next time you are storm-struck. Please stay seated until the lights come up and the door opens, and deposit your safety glasses in the bin next to the door. Also remember any personal belongings.
That's storm
Have a wonderful rest of the night. Don't forget the fireworks at 9.